Sullivan in his own zone. Breaks out with Leclerc. A long lead pass to Roenick in across the line. Roenick is spun around and the puck is dumped out, but it was offside at the Canadian line. And now two players tangled up inside that Canadian blue line. Turcotte, who plays with North Bay in the Ontario Hockey League, gets it back to the line. Turcotte gets it again. The Americans controlling it in the Canadian zone. Over to Turcotte. He takes a shot, gets it again, cuts right in front, flips the shot. At the side of the net, they jam away, they score! Gives it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Team USA. Here's another opportunity for Mendel. He shoots, and getting a pad on that is Jimmy Wade, and back comes Kennedy. Kennedy driving for the net. Tries to go around the defenseman, couldn't get the shot away, and a penalty is coming up here against Team USA. But a big toe save by Jimmy Wade just prior to that penalty call off the shot by Rob Mendel.
How do hockey games turn around very often? You get a big save in your end. Now watch Kennedy. He pulls in a little bit. I guess they're going to give him that penalty for elbowing or his interference right there. But I'll tell you what, the big save made by Jimmy Wade down at his end.
Hawgood back at the line, tees it up, lets the shot go. It goes off a stick. Fleury has it. Team Canada on the power play. Rob Brown flipping it at the net. He gets another opportunity, and Glickman makes the save. McBean with a shot right on the rebound. They score. Dan Curry pokes it in. In the corner, Kip Miller trying to get it back to the point, intercepted by Team Canada. Here's an opportunity. Hawgood in across the line with Kennedy. Scores!
Well, that is a great play of hard work. That's the kind of play that you show in hockey school.
And Curry was tied up, and back comes Team USA, led by Mike Modano. Modano with a good move into the slot area. Shot, he scores! Well, that's why the scouts think so highly of Mike Modano, who plays with the Prince Albert Raiders. From the face-off, Brown attempted to get a shot. The puck goes into the corner, and the horn sounds to end the opening period here at the Luzhniki Sports Arena. A little pushing and shoving in the corner following that final horn, but nothing serious is going to develop. And now both coaches at their respective benches yelling at their players to head off the ice, and the cooler heads prevail because Modano is one of the top players in the Western League and is expected to be one of the top draft selections. In the center ice area, stolen by Fleury. Fleury in across the line, takes the shot, he scores! Theron Fleury with a nifty move, just 12 seconds into the second period, has put Team Canada in front 3-2. Brown, this time, gets the draw back to the line. Hawgood with a shot. At the side of the net, they score! It's knocked in by Rob Brown as he picked up that puck off the end boards. Fleury, a draft choice of the Calgary Flames. There are some who are skeptical of his chances to play in the National Hockey League because of his size, but with his speed and with his heart and his scoring skills, there are many who think he will make it. Canada making a change as Chris Joseph comes back to Theron Fleury. DeMaio going for the net. Fleury drops it off for Mark Laniel. Laniel back to the other point. Joseph with a shot, he scores! And I think we're also going to have a penalty here against Team Canada. It will be Mark Laniel going off, a roughing call, and it took place right there.
Yes, he's right there on top of it.
Team USA trying to get back into the game, and they could do it with a goal quickly on this power play opportunity, and they do! Miller with his second goal of the game. Peterson picks it up for Team Canada. Peterson working to the line. Canada making a change. Peterson shoots it into the corner, trying to control it there in a battle with Miller, and then a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty here against Team USA. And I think there are going to be two penalties against the Americans, one against Team Canada.
Yeah, there could be a charging here and then a roughing.
35 seconds remaining in the penalty. Here's a loose puck picked up by DeMaio. A shot, big rebound. Rob DeMaio back of the net, trying to move out front. He's checked. DeMaio goes flying, loses a stick in the process with 22 seconds remaining in the penalty. Roenick is stopped at the line. The loose puck, the rebound at the side of the net. They jam away, and Team Canada gains control, then loses it again. Roenick at the side of the net. They score! 5-4. A perfect feed from Roenick cross ice. And Team USA is right back in it. I think it was Donato who pulled the trigger. We'll be back to continue our coverage from the World Junior Championships in Moscow right after this. But not quite the jubilation one would expect. They know they were in a hard-fought battle, and they'll have an even tougher contest tomorrow when they take on a very strong Soviet national team. So for Team Canada, the task is obvious. Team USA has been defeated. Team Soviet remains. And as the Canadian team rips that USA name tag off the scoreboard, the task at hand now is the Soviets tomorrow. We'll have live coverage of that game tomorrow on the full CBC network. From Moscow, I'm Don Whitman. Happy New Year, everybody.